It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Say don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We get it right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like it.
Just about set for football. The veteran Matt Gay has it teed up, and we are underway now at Lucas Oil Stadium. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's Nix to throw right away. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 44-yard line, here's a second down and 6. Here's Nix. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And here's a quick throw out to Mims. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Nix to the air. He'll find Sutton on the right side complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared and excited to start this game.
That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Off the bootleg, here's Nix. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. To throw is Nix. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams from 13 yards out. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was Javonte Williams who capped it all off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Play action. Now Richardson finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And able to get this to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Richardson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. What an outstanding run by Anthony Richardson. And the Colts respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Throwing Nix. That's taken in left side by Vele. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll go play action with Nix. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Nix looking to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's 2nd and 3. In motion right is Pittman. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And Pittman going to have a Colts first down as the tackle made at the 42. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. So 8 yards on the completion there, and now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Now, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Now 2nd and 9. To throw, here's Nix. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Now it's Nix. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Deep to return is Josh Downs. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw. He'll check this one down to Taylor. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 3rd and 9. Now Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 47 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. That complete to Downs. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the air with Richardson. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Gay is on for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Nix. A throw over the middle taken in by Troutman. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Nix once more. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Richardson out of the shotgun. The toss here completed to Pittman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. On the option left, Richardson. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was onto it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Quick slant caught by Pierce. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. Now it's Richardson. Delivers another one to Pierce. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 38. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Richardson looking to throw this. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Throwing again on second down. Richardson connecting over the middle with Downs. And the Colts are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Here's Nix. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration can wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
To throw is Nix. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he will have a Broncos first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Nix to the air. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught 11 on the field. Those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Throwing Nix. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much short of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Nix. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there. hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Indy set to go on offense once more. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So the Broncos now down by 4, a minute 47 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll look to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. First and 10. Over the middle, he finds Vele. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
This is first and 10. Back to throw. He'll get that complete to Vele. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here's first down. He'll look to throw. Quickly into the hands of Mims. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. "26 seconds, all that's left in this football game. Here's second down. Back to throw. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's back to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
Another try from the 14 on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his health, got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One last shot for Richardson. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Indy.